Mike Tyson's 10 brutal knockouts.
Number 1.
And there is the record of Larry Holmes. Won 48 in a row, of course, before he lost those 2 fights to Michael Spinks.
He's a businessman. He says this isn't a sport, it's a sporting business. That's the way he looks at it. And speaking of all business, Mike Tyson 32-0 with the 28 knockouts. He fights about 4 times a year as champion. He is moving up in the record books, getting up there with some very, very big names in heavyweight history.
Just 21 years old and fighting his 6th heavyweight championship fight already.
And the tail of the tape, we told you about the 17-year age difference. And the weight really not any kind of a factor. Tyson a little bit lighter than he might have expected, but he was 218 the day before the fight. And Holmes a couple pounds heavier than he was in the second Spinks fight.
Yeah, that reach difference, 10 inches, might have meant something when Larry Holmes had that great snapping jab that he could impale an opponent on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to heavyweight history here in Convention Hall in Atlantic City. Now, before the official introductions, I would like to acknowledge a man here in the ring who is indeed a man of heavyweight history. In 1960, he was an Olympic gold medal champion. In 1964, he became the heavyweight champion of the world. In 1974, he again won the heavyweight title. And in 1978, he became the only man in heavyweight history to win 3 world championships. Ladies and gentlemen, the former 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali! Muhammad Ali! Tonight, he's the challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, the man known as the Eastern Assassin, former heavyweight champion of the world, Larry Holmes! And in the red corner, wearing the solid black trunks, weighing 215 3/4 pounds, from Catskill, New York, which is the hometown of the late great trainer of champions, Cus D'Amato. His professional record, a perfect 32-0, 28 KOs, 23 KOs in 4 rounds or less, and 16 knockouts in the first round. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world,
also lost his IBF title in the fight prior to that to Michael Spinks in a very close and controversial decision. Actually, both of them were. Here he is, Larry Holmes in white, and Mike bangs to the body right away. Holmes hangs on. Larry had over 20 title defenses when he was champion. Now the young guy is chasing him down. I'm a huge fan of Larry Holmes, but this isn't the Larry Holmes that I want to remember. Michael Tyson's legacy is in front of him. It remains to be seen what greatness he may achieve in the heavyweight division. Larry Holmes will go down in history books as one of the great heavyweight champions of all time. He never has received the credit, but he was a great champion in his prime. At age 38, you know the lack of the left hand. You notice, I should say, the lack of the left hand. In the old days, Larry would have had that left hand, which was like just a jackhammer in the face of so many opponents. And from behind that, he'd throw the right. But tonight, it's obviously missing. Larry's still up on his toes and able to move a bit. But time robs all great champions of the ability to move. Holmes needs to be able to move like this if he's going to do anything against the stronger Mike Tyson. That's what the fight would have been about. In the present day, in January of 1988, the question is, how long can Larry survive against this young bull? Because if Larry continues to fight like this, he can't survive long. The things that made him great are not there, the foot speed or the hand speed. Another crushing blow to the body of Larry Holmes. Closing seconds of the first round. As the bell, ending round one. Kevin Rooney talking to Mike. The crowd is really juiced up. I can hardly hear what he's saying. But he wants to stay right on top of him, is what he's saying.
Now listen to me. You're not using your jab a little. I want you to be aggressive behind the left hand. Range on your jab. Make it hurt a little more. You got to make the jab count a little more.
Well, Richie Giacchetti is giving Larry good advice. He's saying, make him pay with the jab. The jab was noticeably lacking. I've done almost all of Larry Holmes' fights throughout. This is round two, scheduled for 12. This is the heavyweight championship of the world. We're in Atlantic City, New Jersey in the Convention Center. Again, I'm Bob Sheridan, and again, I hope you're enjoying it. Because in spite of the fact it's an aged Larry Holmes, it's always exciting to watch the former great against the present great. The only thing is, this is beginning to remind me of the night that Larry Holmes beat up Muhammad Ali. And for some of you old-timers, you might remember Rocky Marciano knocking out Joe Louis. It's that kind of night. I just hope Larry doesn't get hurt, because believe me, I'm a huge fan of Holmes. And because of that, I notice all of the things lacking. Mike gets through. He's showing no respect for the former greatness of Larry Holmes, and he doesn't have to tonight, because Larry can't execute what he used to be able to execute. This is professional boxing, and it's about money, and that's why Larry's fighting. Fortunately for Larry in his career, he's never been hurt, and I hope he doesn't get hurt tonight. There's the bell, ending round two. Another easy 10-9 round for Mike Tyson. Kevin Rooney, one of the best at it. He's been with him since he was a kid. Let's see what we see here. Digs to the body, now the left hook. That grazes past the chin of Larry. There was one other punishing body shot during the course of the second round. All right, here we go, round number three. Atlantic City Convention Center in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The heavyweight championship of the world. Larry Holmes. Notice how flat-footed he is, and you remember when he used to fight up on his toes, bouncing left, bouncing right, sticking that jab out, really stinging the jab. There's a little bit of bounce there, but then he goes back to settling down, back on his heels. Mike moves the body, moves the head side to side. He's up on his toes. And when Mike gets up on his toes and moves side to side, he's at his best. But right now, with the inability of Larry Holmes to land the jab or even use it much, Mike comes right through. That's one of the best combinations that Larry's thrown, and it doesn't shift Mike at all. It doesn't even back him off. Borderline shot. And there's the bell ending the round. The right hand gets through, and a light left just at the bell. Larry says, hey, Joe, keep an eye on that. Okay, let's see the replay. Watch for the right hand. Boom! See that spin the head? Now watch the bell. You'll see a left hook. Oh, right there on the ear. Joe Cortez just get in there, and Larry complained after that it was a little after the bell. So far, he's done absolutely nothing. He's not throwing punches. All right, here we go, round four. Bob Sheridan here at the Atlantic City Convention Center. You're watching Larry Holmes. Oh, look at this. Larry up on his toes using the jab. Swinging that left hand in front of him. Shades of Holmes of old. But watch out, Larry, for that right hand. Mike is extremely quick. Oh, wouldn't it be great if Larry could keep this up for a few rounds? I don't know if 38-year-old legs can do that. Ali, late in his career, used to do it for the last 15 to 20 seconds of rounds, and he stole rounds, but doing it at the start of a round is something different. Is Larry back on his heels again now? after Mike's banged him inside again. Right now, getting through this fourth round is the biggest problem. Oh, right hand, down goes Larry Holmes. For one of the few times in his career, boy, oh boy, look at that. He was knocked down by Ernie Shavers, Mike Weaver. Ronaldo Snipes had him out with a heavier shot than that. But right now, Mike Tyson is in charge. He's the boss, and Larry's down for the second time. There's no free knockdown rule, but Larry's in a heap of trouble here. His legs aren't there. He'll take the standing 8 count. It's almost academic now. Mike smells the blood. He senses the kill. He comes in for it. Larry trying to hold him off. There's too much time left in the fourth round. The end of a great career is imminent. Larry Holmes' legs are jelly. There's lightning in the fist. Big right hand, followed up by the left hook. Lightning in the fist of Tyson. Straight left hand. He faced that one, getting in position. Mike showing patience to get set for the big shot. Right hand hurt Larry again. He's back at his heels. Left hand. Larry's going to get hurt. This is bad. Hope Joe Cortez takes a look into the eyes. Larry gets nailed with the left hand, the right hand. Digs to the body, goes to throw right hand. Gets clipped with a big right hand. He won't get up from this one. It's all over. Joe Cortez has seen enough, and Larry Holmes is knocked out. He doesn't count him out, but he's out. It looked a bit like Larry was in the process of throwing a right hand to get caught up in the ropes, and when he threw the right, the power of the right spun his body towards the right, and it left him wide open with his left hand down for a right hand of Mike Tyson, and he got clipped and he got knocked out. A lot of confusion in there. Larry seems to be okay, thank the good Lord above for that. But this is the man of the hour. Mike Tyson's record goes to 32-0. Here's the first knockdown, a crushing right hand right on top of the temporal bone and above that left eye. Same thing, different angle, watch for it. Feints, boom, right there, look at that. The power of that right hand. And Mike driving off his back foot is the second knockdown. Now let's see how this occurs. A left hand, a right hand, and then just an accumulation of pretty good shots there. This isn't as tough a knockdown as the first one. Same thing. See, he misses that shot, catches him good there below the jaw, but he's already rattling his brain. He's out on his leg right here, and then on top of the head, which rattles the brain again, and Larry crumbles down. Same thing, different angle. See their front feet getting tied up there. Mike actually in almost a southpaw stance with his right foot forward, stepping on Larry's, and is the last knockdown and the finishing series of the fight. Watch for Larry's right hand. See that get hung up in the ropes? And so he's totally exposed, and Mike throws one more right hand, and that's all the inside of Larry's skull could take. Thank the good Lord again that Larry's okay, because he's never been hurt like this before. Oh, that is a tough, tough punch. And the left hook digs to the body. He's out on his feet right here, goes to throw it, and it's caught, and it exposes his body. And then, look, right there. Boom. His head going one way, Mike's fist coming the other way. And this is the very last time. This will show exactly how that right hand gets hung up in the ropes. And watch the way he spins his body. And right there, he's caught, exposed, and Mike, boom, he jumps on it. And that's all she wrote. Mike Tyson retains the heavyweight championship of the world.
And still the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Number 2.
So now the moment of truth is not far off. This will be the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. And look at young Mike Tyson, age 20 years old. He could go into the record books tonight as one of the very youngest heavyweight champions of all time if he can capture the title from the reigning champ, Trevor Berbick. There's the record. Mike Tyson, the #1 ranked heavyweight contender in the world. 27-0, 25 knockouts. Tremendous power, tremendous speed of foot. Very well trained by this man, Kevin Rooney. He has total focus for this fight. And when he takes that cutout towel off his shoulders, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This is how they got here. Witherspoon beat Bruno. Witherspoon and Tubbs will do battle for the WBA title, and one of them will move on. Thomas and Berbick fought. Berbick wins the WBC title, and now he fights Tyson. And Spinks and Holmes did battle. And then Spinks beat Stephen Tankstad. So here is Mike Tyson. You saw the promoter, Don King, in the background. 25 of 27 professional bouts have ended in a knockout. He's getting his largest purse ever, $2.1 million for this fight. He's had a little distractions leading up to this fight. He was sued by a Texas boxing promoter just a week ago, had to get on and testify in court for backing out of a fight. Of course he backed out because he's getting 2.1 for this one. And there's the fellow right behind him, Carl King, the son of the promoter Don King, who arranged for him after winning the WBC title to get the 2.1 million. So this is the biggest night in the history of boxing for Trevor Berbick. That man was Angelo Dundee, who handled the likes of Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard, and you could go back to guys like Luis Manuel Rodriguez. Look at the tail of the tape. You see that Berbick is 3 inches taller, 12 years older. He has a 7-inch reach advantage, and he's 3 pounds lighter than Tyson.
12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Championship of the World. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of Catskill, New York, weighing 221 1/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career with 27 wins, no defeats, 25 KOs. He is the challenger, Mike Tyson. And in the red corner, formerly of Jamaica, now fighting out of Miami, Florida, weighing 218 1/2 pounds. His professional record consists of 31 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, and 23 KOs. He is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Trevor Berbick.
The words of Mills Lane, we're ready. I don't know about you folks, but here at the Hilton Hotel, there is electricity in the crowd. I've got goosebumps. On the line, the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Trevor Berbick will try to stop Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson has trained his whole life for this. Look at him, Tyson to the right of your screen, Berbick in the corner to your left. We're just about ready for round 1, and let's watch how quick Tyson will jump on Trevor Berbick. His whole life has been for this night, but Trevor wants to prove that he's one of the great champions. Let's see how long his reign lasts. Mike Tyson kind of feeling him out here, but he goes with that right-hand lead right away. You get the idea now that Berbick is showing a little false bravado here. Standing toe-to-toe is not the way. If he doesn't pump that jab in the face, Tyson will come right through him. Tyson with the left, bounces it off the forehead of Trevor. Trevor tries to work underneath. Tyson will have no part of it. Notice the movement of the head of Mike Tyson as he takes a light left jab. Tyson will be able to get underneath it. Oh, wow! With a right, another left hook that just grazes. Trevor, with this bravado, could get in some big trouble in a hurry. He's taking big chances with Tyson, not feeling him out at all. This early going in round 1, a lot better than we thought it might be. Trevor came to fight. But this is exactly what Tyson likes. Notice that Berbick is standing directly in front of him. That is, a left hook that really caught him. That is disaster for all of the opponents of Mike Tyson. He's standing flat-footed right in front of him, and he's going to get clipped. Believe me, folks, he's going down. You can't fight Tyson this way. It's great that he has the courage, but this is a poor fight plan. Oh, the right hand gets him behind the left ear. Berbick tries to push him off. Not the way to keep him up. Notice the lazy left. Watch Tyson load up with left and rights. He knows that he can score now. Mike Tyson to the right of your screen, shorter, heavier, younger, and bolder than Trevor Berbick. Now the left should be pumping. Instead, Tyson will walk right through it. See this? Tyson walking right through. He's wild with the left hook as Berbick, and Tyson clips him with the left hand. Look at this combination. And Berbick ready to go, but he stays on his feet. Another right hand clips him. He can't take shots like this very long. Wow, with the right hand is Mike. Again, he's blocked. Catches him with a left hook. Trevor's ready to go again. Tyson knows that he can score at will now. Berbick doing nothing like he did against Pigland Thomas. Fighting in the wrong position. Not using the jab of the bell ends. Round one. A good round one for Mike Tyson. Well, at least Berbick didn't go down in the first round, but he's been staggered. Let's listen into the corner. Notice the replay where Tyson is getting through with the right hand, the left hook. He throws punches in bunches. And I learned that line from Angelo Dundee, who happens to be working with Trevor Berbick. But it's not Berbick who's throwing the bunches of punches. You see him staggered. You see the legs ready to go. Make no mistake, Tyson is in command. This may not go very long because he's got tremendous confidence now. Tyson already off his stool. Here's Trevor Berbick. This is round two. The WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Trevor Berbick and Mike Tyson. Tyson goes to work right away, and he's got Trevor in trouble, and he's down. He'll have to take the standing 8 count as he steps right up. The counts to 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and he says he's okay. Mills Lane lets them continue. Here comes Tyson again. He knows he can hurt him anytime. Left hook, right hand. Again, Trevor hanging on. But this is a defensive mode now. Trevor not trying to do anything offensively. Tyson has him under control. Left hook light. Watch for the uppercut. There it is. Didn't land, but he has the idea. Wow, with the right hand is Mike. Mike throwing caution to the wind. He's in total command in this fight right now. We're only in round 2, and the heavyweight champ already reeling is Trevor Berbick. Berbick hanging on like Mitch Green did. Bone crusher Smith. Straight jab by Mike Tyson. 20 years old, Mike Tyson on his way to becoming one of the youngest heavyweight champions of all time. Bangs the body. Wow, with that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able to get up from this. His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor Berbick falls back in the ropes. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart, but his body won't let him do what his mind wants to. And he's counted out. It'll be scored as a knockout. Mills Lane counted him out to 10. It's all over. We've got a brand new heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson. Well, Trevor Berbick was brave in the early going of round 1. And from about the midway point in round 1, he couldn't do anything. There's Jimmy Jacobs in there. Bill Caton also works with him. A very happy Don King. Kevin Rooney congratulates his champion. Jose Torres there in the ring with Mike as well. Former light heavyweight champion of the world. Trevor is disappointed, can't believe what's happened. And it's jubilation for the corner of this guy, Mike Tyson. Let's watch the finishing blow. Crushing right hand. Wow, with a left hook. Then a right hand right in the temporal bone. And he's in trouble here. He reels backwards. That's the very first knockdown of the fight. And he's able to get back up, and you saw the punches that landed. He misses that uppercut, but notice it's all Tyson. Berbick doing nothing offensively, and he crashes down. Mills Lane sends him to the corner, and look at the courage. Again, his mind and heart want to get up, but his body won't allow him to. His legs are rubberized. Look at him. Mills Lane continues the count. And it'll be scored as a knockout for Mike Tyson. And that's it. He's not ready. And Mills Lane says, no, you're not back to your feet. It's all over. And we've got a brand new WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And he's a youngster named Mike Tyson, who can reign for a long, long time. Most people in boxing say the only thing that can beat Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson himself. That remains to be seen. Trevor Berbick's reign as the WBC heavyweight champ is over. As bad as his mind wanted it, the body wouldn't allow him to continue. A disappointing night for a game and valiant former WBC champ. Look at this. Berbick won the title 8 months ago, but that was a 12-round decision over Pigland Thomas. Tonight was not his night. And it may not be the night for many other former or reigning heavyweight champs in the other divisions. Mike Tyson is for real, and he is the WBC champion of the world.
Number 3.
The main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of London, England, weighing in at 228 pounds or 16 stone 4 pounds, with a professional record of 32 wins, 2 defeats, with 31 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, he is rated number world in the world by the WBC. He is the challenger, Frank Bruno. And in the red corner, from Catskill, New York, weighing 15 stone 8 pounds or 218 pounds, he is undefeated in his professional career, 35 wins, 31 KOs. He is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
All right, they get called to the center of the ring. Let's listen to Richard just about set to go. The undisputed heavyweight championship of the world on the line.
Is there any questions?
Mike is giving away 3.5 inches in height. He's giving away 10 pounds in weight. He's 5 years younger, and he's giving up 11 inches in reach. Some say he has the same disadvantage as a lion going against the zebra. And I'd have to agree. Let's see how quick he starts. Bruno tries to keep him off. Bruno showing that he's not afraid, hanging on. Bruno's already tagged with a right hand. And down goes Bruno for the first time in the fight. The first right hand that got him, he was down. He'll have to take the standing 8 count.
Hey, you all right?
Bruno's clear, but he knows the power of Mike Tyson. Tyson, if ever there was a guy fighting like a raging bull, it's Mike Tyson. Bruno has all the pride of England standing for him. He gets tagged again by a right hand. He's trying to hang on to Mike and hit. Mike is just looking for an opportunity to cut loose. And Richard Steele warns Frank Bruno about hanging on and hitting Mike Tyson. Tyson pummels him with the right hand. Mike trying to set him up with the left hand. Bruno looks a little wobbly already. Right hand misses Frank Bruno. Bruno has come to try and mix it up. He's hanging on to the head of Tyson. Tyson not affected by any of these blows at all. Tyson hit with a light left hand. Doesn't do anything to him. Tyson back up bouncing. Well, all the questions about distractions have been answered as Tyson attacks. Bruno doing everything he can to try to attack this guy. Don't forget, he's from a very rough area in London. And to be honest with you, a lot of people are thrilled to see this guy making some sort of fight of it. Blood is really coming from the nose of Frank Bruno, and you can see that there's been a point taken away. I don't think points will mean anything by the time this fight's over. But Frank Bruno is trying to make a fight of it. He's hanging on, but Tyson is certainly getting the best of it. He's bleeding from the nose. He was down in the very early seconds as Tyson nails him with the uppercut. Now Frank comes very slowly across the ring. He knows he's in with a bull. Tyson gets nailed with a left hook. Tyson looks wobbly as he attacks Bruno. Bruno continues to throw. Tyson was caught and wobbled. Tyson looks clear, but he was caught by a shot by Frank Bruno. Tyson trying to fight back, and Bruno did catch him. Watch this now, and let's see just how it happened. It was a short right hand that caught Bruno. He was wobbled, and then another right hand kind of up over the shoulder got him off balance, and you notice Tyson never stopped swinging. There's the short right that has him in trouble. Right now, he's wobbled on his legs, and then it's up in the top of the back of the head, but he's not hurt here at all. And then, of course, Richard Steele moves in. And there's the right hand that caught Tyson and buckled his legs. And that's the first time we've seen him in a knockout position. Here's Tyson moving in. It'll be interesting to see if he's like a wild man in round 2. And it looks like he's ready to be a wild man in round 2. So Frank Bruno came to fight. Surprised Tyson by catching him in the first round. He's nailed again with that inside right hand. Bruno vulnerable to that right hand in close. Tyson continues to come in. Bruno continues to hang on when he does come in. To escape. The right hand catches Bruno. Left hook. Bruno looks ready to go. Now is when he's got to hang on. And he does. He has the ring sense and wherewithal to hang on. Tyson knows that he can catch up with Bruno right now. Bruno trying to keep him up. And the bell ends round number 2. And here we go with round 3. A lot of people didn't expect it to go this far. In fact, for the betting public, round 3 is an important round. The over and under is round 3 for this fight. So if the fight goes beyond round 3, there'll be a lot of happy people that pick 4 and above.
You must slip and hit, Michael. Don't walk straight in. That's what he's waiting for.
Finish him off.
Use
right hand, left hook, right hand, left hook, right hand, left hook. All right. Come on. Y'all use a lot of 7s to get in there. Stay inside. All right? Stay inside. Be mean in the inside. Start digging them body straps.
That's Aaron Snowell working the corner of Mike Tyson. Don't forget, Tyson has a whole new corner. Aaron Snowell, Jay Bright, and Taylor Smith. Terry Lawless and George Francis the keys. All right, here we go, round 4. Bob Sheridan here. It looks like Bruno could be hurt a bit.
Watch your head, Mike. Watch your head.
Tyson just really bores in like a madman almost. Frank has got to start throwing that right hand. Tyson is almost measuring him now.
Step back, step back, step back.
Again, this is round 4. It's scheduled for 12. A lot of people didn't think we'd get to the 4th round in this fight. As the rounds go by, this man, Frank Bruno, gains a little bit more confidence. All right, here we go with round number 5. And Tyson attacks immediately.
Come on, punch to get out of there. All right, break, step back, step back.
This place seats about 8,000 or 9,000 here at the Hilton Hotel. Bruno was caught that time, and Tyson knows it. Tyson trying to attack now to finish him off. Bruno has the wherewithal to hang on. The uppercut comes. Tyson gives him room to come off the ropes. Scores with the uppercut. Lands a big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. He hits him with a right hand. Bruno trying to hang on as best he can. He's still in big trouble. The uppercut catches him. The right hand catches him. He's really being hit now. Blood coming from the nose. His eyes are puffy. Tyson is punishing Frank Bruno right now. Bruno tries to hang on. Probably what he should do is get down to his knee and take an 8 count instead of letting this guy nail him with a flush right hand.
Break, step back, let him go, let him go.
This is round 5. Remember, a fighter cannot be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved in and has stopped the fight. It's all over. Michael Tyson wins on a 5th round TKO. It came at 2:55. That's unofficial. We'll get that officially. It came at 2:55 of the 5th round. Mike Tyson punished and pummeling Frank Bruno.
Thank you.
Number 4.
He's wearing black trunks with white trim. He weighed in at 198 1/4 pounds. He has a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses, with 9 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lorenzo Boyd. And in the blue corner, from Catskill, New York, he is wearing black trunks. He weighed in at 219 3/4 pounds. He has a professional record of 23 wins, no losses, 21 knockouts. He's ranked number 2 in the world by the WBC. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mike Tyson.
Lorenzo Boyd giving away an awful lot of weight to Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's fastest knockout, 37 seconds of the first round. Robert Coley last October 25th. I got something in.
Tyson bouncing around, showing a lot more movement than usual.
In watching tapes of Mike Tyson, so many times he falls off balance. His feet get mixed up. He starts boxing out of a southpaw position, but he hits so hard that it doesn't matter what position he's hitting you from or what angle. He's just a devastating puncher.
To the body with a right hand. That hurt Lorenzo Boyd.
Boyd making the mistake of backing up. He's got to come in and throw punches.
Boyd, one-time police officer in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
See, if Boyd was a boxer, I'd say, okay, box. But he's not a boxer. He's a slugger. He's not a quick Tillis. He's not a tall man like a Mitch Green. He's got to slug. And if he waits for an opening, I don't know if he's going to find it. Mike Tyson has 2 of the quickest hands in the heavyweight division.
Boyd crowding Tyson, looking for an opening. I know Boyd wants to come in with the uppercut, but hasn't shown it. Tyson shows it there.
This is Mike Tyson's first fight as a non-teenager.
Just past 20 years old. Belated happy birthday to Mike Tyson. Again to the body. Boyd trying to answer back.
All those shots picked off.
Half a minute to go, round 1.
In Mike Tyson's last victory against Hosea, he injured his left hand, and they said he was nursing it in training this week. So let's watch to see if this fight should go a number of rounds, if he does hold back on that power left hand.
Boyd doing some holding here.
You're leaning toward them a little bit too much, you know what I mean? Try to get calm and work away just a little bit more.
Sam Rosen and Randy Gordon ringside at the Stevensville Country Club in Swan Lake, New York. And Lorenzo Boyd has done what 14 others have failed to do against Mike Tyson. Let's go into the second round.
It was Customato's dream. Customato, the late great trainer, the man who was the legal guardian of Mike Tyson. It was his dream to see Mike Tyson become the youngest heavyweight champion in history. Floyd Patterson, who was guided by Customato, he did it at 21 years old. And within the next year, the plan is to get Mike Tyson up to the heavyweight championship of the world.
Trained by Kevin Rooney, co-managed by Jim Jacobs and Bill Clayton. Good right uppercut by Tyson, solid on the chin. Bill Clayton, excuse me. Dropped an L in there where it didn't belong. Body shots very effective for Tyson thus far. Lorenzo Boyd started his boxing in the Army, actually sparred at Fort Bragg, North Carolina with James Broad. It's the first boxing experience he had. And when he was on the police force, in Stillwater, Oklahoma. The guys in the department kind of urged him on to become a fighter, and then he's gone full time. He's also taking criminal law courses at Oklahoma State. Right now he backs off from a sharp right uppercut to the body by Tyson. Again, a double right hand to the body and the chin. Down goes Lorenzo Boyd. The count is 5. The count is 6. The count is 8. He will not get up. It's over.
Sam, show me what heavyweight throws punches that quick. Those were 2 right hands, one to the body, and you snap your fingers. It was turned into, I believe it was a right uppercut. That's how fast it was.
Chalk up another knockout for Mike Tyson. What was expected? But again, in watching Tyson, I think you have to watch him with an eye of this man's talents and skills and how he's honing those skills. Talking to Jim Jacobs there, and he's getting better and better. You can see him do things each fight a little better, a little sharper than he did in the previous fight.
Can he box? I believe so. Can he punch? No question about it. I think one of the hardest hitters in heavyweight history.
And here it comes.
There was a hard left hand. He didn't get full extension on it. Then, right hand to the body, just like that, upstairs with the right uppercut. Good night.
Wow. And Lorenzo Boyd saying, what hit me?
Watch the side of Lorenzo Boyd's body. You think the body shots of Tyson, I mean, the body just about collapses in there.
Number 5.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Trump Casino Hotel on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, let's get ready to rumble. This is in the heavyweight division, scheduled for 6 rounds, and something's got to give. They're both undefeated. The referee for this bout is Frank Cappuccino. Introducing first in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with white trim, weighing 226.5 pounds, from Cabin Creek, West Virginia. His professional record, 4 consecutive victories, all by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, John Alderson. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with red, white, and blue trim, and weighing in at 215 pounds even, from Catskill, New York. His professional record, also 4 consecutive victories, all by knockout. Introducing Mike Tyson.
He'll be the popular one tonight as Frank Cappuccino talks to him.
I want you to understand one thing. I want a good, clean, hard fight. Any low blows, any thumbing, heeling, butting, the holding and hitting will cost you the round. And if I have to go further, I'll do that also. In the event of a knockdown, the man standing, go to the farthest neutral corner, stay there until I call him back. Okay? When I say break, I want you to protect yourself at all times, and you step back clean. Both of you understand that. Both of you touch gloves. Good luck.
Here in Atlantic City on June 20th, that's Tyson. Tyson in the white with the red stripe, solid red trunks. With the white stripe will be John Alderson. Alderson, a tremendous height advantage. Al, how much will that play a factor in tonight's fight?
Well, he has got to keep Tyson off him. Use the jab, the straight right hand. And Mike Tyson gets inside very effectively. It's one of the things he does. So, and he'll go to the body once he gets there. So I don't know if the height in itself will be a big edge for Alderson.
Alderson said if he does get inside, look for me to tie him up. I'm not going to try to rumble with him in there.
I don't blame him.
So Frank Cappuccino will have a busy night tonight, and this 6-rounder may not last very long with the kind of shots there. A left hook right to the face that time of Alderson.
That was a strange punch, but Tyson is so powerful. No matter how he delivers those punches, they hurt. For every punch Tyson throws is meant to knock you out. Now, as he gets on against tough competition, the question is, when he comes in like this, will he get nailed with counter shots? That's really what Alderson wants to do.
Tyson, you heard documented, of course, the young man fighting and fighting very well, amateur 25-2. A boxing historian, reads book after book of boxing and watches all historic films of the greats. Alderson is already bleeding from the nose, and I think that was from the very first left hand. Tyson, you can see almost like a bull as he just chases Alderson around the ring. Big John said he had to get off first tonight. He has got to use those long arms to his advantage.
He has not been able to do so far in round one.
You know, when Tyson switches to southpaw, I think that's the clue for Alderson with that long reach and height to throw the straight right hand. I would just let that punch go.
Alderson, a very good amateur record, 154-12. Took 3 years off from boxing, however. Worked in the mines in West Virginia. They started the laying off down there, and he went back into the boxing ring. And here he is at 4-0 with 4 knockouts.
And already he's at a rugged first round. For Alderson, I think the key, he has got to throw that jab and follow with the straight right. Has done that only once and did land the right, although it didn't hurt Tyson. There it is. Now that right missed, but if he keeps doing that, he's going to give Mike Tyson something to think about as he comes in. There it is again, and he landed the right.
At least to keep him from lunging at him with the big hands that he's throwing so far.
That's exactly right, Sam.
So the closing seconds of round number 1. Mike Tyson, the short of the two, against Big John Alderson.
Mike Tyson delivers punches often in a very awkward fashion. Look at this left hand. That was a jab, but boy, he was off balance when he threw it. Still had a lot of power against Alderson.
This is round number 2 of a scheduled 6-rounder heavyweights. Mike Tyson in the white trunks, Big John Alderson in the red. Alderson hailing from Cabin Creek, West Virginia, the home of the great basketball player, former Los Angeles Laker Jerry West. Alderson, as a matter of fact, plays basketball and softball just to stay in shape right now.
Now there's the right. Oh, good countering right hand, and that stunned Alderman.
He backs up another right hand, a combination by Tyson, and he goes on the attack.
On the inside, Tyson is just ferocious. He throws those good, short, quick punches.
The longest fight Tyson has ever been in has been a 4-rounder. He got a knockout there. His other 3 fights were first-round knockouts. Dan Halpin, I guess, is the only man, and this one may not go much longer, as a crushing right hand sends Alderson down. He's got a terrible cut over the left eye already. Clint Cappuccino right down in his face. He's going to make the count at 8. But that cut just on the outside of the left eye starts to ooze some blood now, and Tyson goes right back in on top of it. Tyson trying for his 5th straight knockout. Alderson weary on his feet, ready to go at any time.
He's just trying to survive now. He's got to throw something out, though. He's laying in with Tyson. Frank may stop this fight.
Ruling that as a slip, not a knockdown. Alderson peeking in over that swelling left eye, and here comes Tyson. Alderson throwing a right hand, no effect. Left hand that time sends him reeling against the ropes. He's almost virtually out on his feet right now, 29 years of age. Again, as I pointed out at the top of the show, that in itself could prove to be some difference in this fight, if nothing else.
You know, Tyson looked at Cappuccino a moment ago as if, do you want to stop this?
There he goes right back to work on that left eye as Alderson stays on his feet. Try to gamely throw a right hand as you see the closing moments of the second round here. Alderson down in this round, may survive as he goes down again at the bell. He's got to get up. Now, a fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round with the exception of the last, so he must come to his feet at the ruling of the referee says okay. He is, and he goes into his corner. But if he comes out to answer this bell, it'll be a gutty performance by Big John Alderson.
Here's his mouthpiece. Here's his mouthpiece. Here's his mouthpiece.
Look, why don't you just come back and fight another day, huh? Okay.
So you heard the suggestion of the doctors leaning in. Why don't you just come back and fight another day? Frank Cappuccino has not given us a word yet that this one is over, but he may very shortly here.
John, church is out. The fight's over.
The fight is over, rather interestingly put by Frank Cappuccino, as this one ends officially a TKO in the second round by Mike Tyson. So Tyson goes 5-0 with all 5 knockouts, and it was a devastating second round that proved to be the difference.
Those short right hands. Now what happened is Alderman tried to throw the right hand continually, but what happened was Tyson learned how to counter it with his own right. And there's a good straight right hand by Mike Tyson. That sent Alderson down, and that was the first knockdown, I believe. And there's a happy Mike Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Frank Cappuccino stops the bout at the end of the second round. The winner by technical knockout, Still undefeated, 5 in a row, all by KO, Mike Tyson.
Well, Tyson, it looks like he may have just had a walk in the park rather than a fight tonight with Big John Alderson. Gets his 5th consecutive win, and for Alderson, that's his first loss after going 4-0 with 4 knockouts of his own. What's ahead for Mike Tyson? What's ahead as far as the pressure is concerned to be the youngest heavyweight champion of the world?
Number 6.
Tyson, who turned 35 in June, a year younger than Nielsen, at 6'3", a 4-inch height advantage for Nielsen. Tyson also gives away 4 inches in reach.
All right, gentlemen, you were given your instructions at the weigh-in. Please obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself, respect the bell. Touch gloves, touch gloves. God bless. Thank you.
There's the bell. Round 1. And Tyson goes right to work. Nielsen just pushing Tyson off.
Tyson back, as he said he was going to try and do with the jab, although there he attempts a nice right hand. Good shot. Hey, but right now he's doing it on Nielsen.
Unfortunately for the Dane. He'll be there the whole fight. We shall see. A minute to go in round 1. I'm not sure what that says about Tyson, although Tyson not looking bad.
I was just going to say, Steve, some people can get into a defensive mode.
Body shots.
And Mike has no let up in him. He's just unloading everything, all body right now.
And as usual, with bad intentions, Nielsen is supposed to be able to move well despite his size. Again, Nielsen on the retreat. Big right hand to the head by Tyson, followed up by a left uppercut. Well, this is the end of the second. And he continues to dig to the body, then a left uppercut to the chin, Tyson. Hard body shots, then upstairs. But Nielsen still standing. And look at the left eye of Nielsen.
Sådan der. Brian, når han kommer ind med sit hoved, så hold det nede. Tryk hans hoved nedad, for ellers giver du plads til ham.
Over the eye, I believe there, Bobby, and it could be dripping into the eye, clouding his vision.
It's right between the eyebrow and the lid. It's like right on the eyelid. It's pretty deep. Nielsen not really throwing anything. It's like deep and makes some trouble tonight.
These punches by Nielsen being telegraphed. Vicious shots upstairs.
But never, didn't want to get hurt. Never left himself open to get hurt. Nielsen doing something similar.
Oh, a big right hand by Tyson to the head.
Left uppercut started that too, Steve. He got his head up in the air and almost took it off.
Another slashing right, a right cross. Nielsen.
You can see the head of Nielsen snap back. They hurt.
Nielsen sticking the jab, but doesn't follow it up. Going to the body and the head now.
Stay up, Mikey. Stay up, man.
Enters into round 3. The left eye was cut late in the last round on a clash of heads.
But big man gets in a little crouch, puts his arms to the sides, doesn't let too much come through too clean, but Mike is devastating with that power.
And Tyson continues to have his way every round. Left-right combination up to the head by Tyson. Some of that got through.
Not really fighting Mike that much, but not getting hurt that much.
With a little head fake there, he tries to come back. A right hand to the head by Nielsen. Gets the crowd going. Nielsen says, bring it on, Mike.
Nielsen says he believes he's strong enough to push Mike backward. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, quick combination of the head, and down goes Nielsen.
He got caught with a clean uppercut and a hook in the right hand, and another hook and he is in trouble.
Down for the second time in his career.
Hey, how we feel, Bry? You're beautiful, baby.
16 seconds to get through. Nielsen looking to make it to the bell.
Low blow there, Steve.
A low blow, and Brian Nielsen doubled over. Oh, brother, as he goes down to his knees right in front of us. A low blow just at the bell to end the round.
You're good, jab, just like you're using it. Okay, now, like I told you the last round, you're looking at the jab, then drop that right hand in a minute.
Come on now, come on. With Mike's style anyway.
The one knockdown, the 2:30 mark of round 3. Nielsen went down, the ropes saving him from going into the seats.
And Nielsen, the longer it goes, the better his chances are, but he's losing every round big.
Warning Tyson to keep his head up. That straight right by Nielsen was blocked by Tyson.
Nielsen not giving him anything to worry about, pretty much.
And again,
swinging, is wide.
Survival mode right now.
I completely agree, Steve. Tyson.
Let's see what happens next. A big right hand by Tyson.
Nice overhand right. Mike doesn't normally throw a right hand that straight. That was a pretty punch.
Tyson. A soft left hook there by Nielsen. Not even phasing Tyson. Overhand right, partially blocked by Nielsen, who makes a face at Tyson. Gets a little left hand into the head of Tyson. Seemingly tailor-made. Crash heads with Nielsen. Which already has been a problem.
Nice jab for Mike. He's gotten away from the jab. Worried all just about power now.
Digging body shot with the right hand. The crowd hoping for a miracle here to duck away. Like there, and then he countered with a left uppercut.
It's a moral badge of courage.
He's got Nielsen against the ropes to really induce anybody into a dirty situation. Inside. Left hook to the head by Tyson. Follows it up with a straight right. Now again on the inside. But he's going to need more than crowd support. Big right, heavy right hand to the head by Tyson. He is just teeing off. If he just goes the distance because he's losing every round, they may anoint him King of Denmark. That opens up over the left eye of Nielsen, who's getting hammered.
Big uppercuts by Mike. Double left uppercut in the right hand. You know, he's taking his time quite a bit because he has no sense of urgency. Nielsen's
a lot. Right hand by Tyson to the left ear. But not much power behind that.
Very good. Very good.
Nielsen's made it through 6. At this point, will Tyson's new conditioning coach.
I have to declare him the winner. Mike Tyson, you win. Retired. Mike.
It's over.
It's on. And immediately some hugging and friendship ensues.
Brian Nielsen will get the official word from Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Mine damer og herrer, efter 1 sekunds boksning i 7. omgang, vinder på teknisk knockout, Iron Mike Tyson!
The winner by way of technical knockout, Iron Mike Tyson!
Number 7.
Champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mike Tyson.
We've both been champions before, so obey my commands at all times.
Sir Angelo Dundee told you if Tyson comes out bobbing and weaving, he's back. Straight ahead with his head up, different story.
Good opinion. Let's see what he does.
Hey, gentlemen, I think as soon as he really gets hit early, Fran's both the tactics. I want to see how he holds rounds 2, 3, and 4 if we get that far.
But then again, Mike is fighting.
Hasn't been hit in nearly 2 years. What will happen?
Just had a little deja vu called Bone Crusher Smith dancing.
There's both the ability to combat this. Both doesn't look afraid.
And that jab, you're right.
And he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it past the jab.
Very patient. Blood on the head of Mike Tyson.
Very well indeed. It's what he's wanted to do, to jab.
Holyfield did. And Tyson
avoiding everything Mike does.
So with 10 seconds. Oh, it's tough to over. They continue to hit after the bell.
Here we go again.
Here come the corners. Here comes security. Part at the end of round one.
Reactive.
Bolter was doing some ugly things.
Bolter claim he's done something. Bolter's claiming he's done something, and the referee doesn't know how to break him, and now comes the action. You see?
Well, you know what? Mike had a free hand there. He's allowed to left hook in with it.
Right now is a fight. He has to quiet this down.
You can't win with a foul.
To the first round. Now they pick it up in round two. Reaming at Richard Steele. Tyson mad. Now he's going back to his old style. He's just coming in, and he's claiming he's
adding pressure to his arm and screaming about it. Well, this one was more Bolter than Tyson.
Tyson missed.
He hurt Bolter with that right. Read the rule book, you'll find that holding.
None of that. He's backing up Bolter. Bolter did not back up and forth because there's fire in Mike Tyson.
Just jabbed in and through.
Back, but it was off the shoulder. Now a left by. He's losing his cool. Oh, he stumbled after that. This is an alley fight, a street fight.
This is the kind that into the streets of Brooklyn.
And again, on the jaw by Tyson after the bell. That was.
We're going to look and see if we can see why this got Tyson the warning. I didn't see it that open. See, he's locking the arm of both of them. Both has been screaming. See how he twisted? See how he twisted? That's the leverage he's applying, like a wrestler. He's twisting
on the chase.
Double jab and a left hook landed. He can't win that one.
Round three.
Come on.
And Bolter won the first round, so this is interesting.
I give Mike this.
Here is interesting.
Clearly, most people thought, come on, Tyson slips in Bolter's corner over the logo and would overwhelm Franz Bolter, but Bolter.
Wait for excessive holding, then Bolter's got to fight. He didn't come here to fight, and that's something that is not necessarily respectable.
And Bolter backing up his words, certainly not intimidated.
Tyson is being outjabbed.
Taking tolls on both fighters.
Oh, it takes toll.
Not the strategy Bolter said. He talked about
for you. Remember, we've seen Bolter go past 5 and struggle
into the deeper rounds, and then he'll
not putting positive
throwing, and then watch both hands when he gets in close and holds him. Now watch what same that. There you go. That should pop your. Bolter's certainly not showing any intimidation. He's not scared of him.
That was a nice movement by Mike, but he's not firing. He has to fire. But Mike's got to fire.
Oh, good hand by Francois Bolter. That was a solid.
What does he need him for? He's got to do what Brooks wants.
Bolter reacts
and loves it. Well, it better not work adversely on Tyson.
I'll tell you what, I don't like fighters that just.
But around, this guy is just walking around, kind of looking at him, making fun. Tyson to that right hand, and Tyson
getting off first, and Tyson not countering, not taking it back. Tyson very frustrated. Again, he looks over this, takes his eyes off his opponent.
Pull back, Mike. Pull your arms back. Break, step back, step back.
If it's long, it will be ugly.
We're on the right hand if you step to your right. Jab him and step to your right.
Watch his eyes. He keeps looking over at Steele like to petition him, and he gets hit 2 shots. I mean, see, he's looking at Steele. Tyson's looking over and saying, well, he's holding me, and he gets hit.
He's grabbing Mike's hands from him.
Francois Bolter stymieing Mike Tyson, keeping him at bay.
Tyson shots that we've seen him hit people. Not once. Now you go.
Tries to open it up, does Tyson, but Bolter
recovers.
Boy, that one, Tyson. As Bolter tries to get this in later rounds, it's round 5.
Listen, Bolter's ahead right now.
Right now, he's not winning the round, but he's got a
mountain of white flesh here. I mean, as soon as he.
Now, right there, Mike should have came right up. He threw the right there.
This is not even.
Way down by his side, and he got.
He's not throwing too far
in the 11th round.
First time punch with both. Now again.
But Tyson just showing no speed.
Punches.
A straight right hand. Down goes Botha. He may not get up. Botha, it's over. It's over. Mike Tyson.
When you got a great puncher. Was he lucky?
Working his way in. He got people's attention, made them put their hands up.
Take a look. It's a short, chopping right hand. There it is. Right on.
You look at the body. He turns his body into this. Mike steps into him, bang. He turned his whole body, his hip, his legs. That man got hit with 230.
Because this is so typical of Tyson when he punches well. It's just
as Botha just staggers back to the rope.
Running up in the front row.
It was Mike Tyson who went over there to
Mike Tyson.
Number 8.
This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA, WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of West Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 217 3/4 pounds, with a professional record of 29 wins, 1 defeat, 1 draw, and 24 KOs. He's rated #1 in the world by the WBC and is a former champion of that organization. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Pinky Thomas. And in the red corner, fighting out of the Catskills in New York, weighing 218 3/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career with 29 wins, no defeats, 26 KOs. He is the WBC, WBA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Iron Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, the black shorts, against the challenger Pinklon Thomas, the former champion. Now Thomas is pretty handy. He's a pretty hard puncher, and as you can see, 2 or 3 inches taller than Mike Tyson. But Tyson's speed, energy, and power are legendary. Undefeated. Big left hook there, catching Pinklon Thomas twice. And just because Tyson beat Berbick in spectacular style doesn't mean to say he'll walk through Thomas here. And Mike Tyson is a lot smarter than people give him credit for. From the Catskills in New York, and once again putting some good shots together here. Oh, once again, Tyson landing some good punches here, and Pinklon Thomas in bother. He wishes he was back home in Pontiac, Michigan. Well, if Thomas does survive these early onslaughts, he has a chance, but of course, that is the big problem. Tyson takes no prisoners, but takes a right. Good start for Mike Tyson. So Pinklon Thomas then goes back to the corner of the graze on his left cheek, and a bit of a battering in the opening session.
But he's all right. Leave him alone. Quiet, Angelo. Leave him alone. Pinky, look up at me. Leave him alone. God damn it. Leave him alone. Jesus Christ.
Well, Angelo Dundee, they're not happy about the doctor there interfering with Pinklon Thomas. So a bit of replay from round 1 then. Bang, good left hand there, followed by a right hook. And it's the loneliest place in the world, a boxing ring, when you're losing. Same combination from the overhead camera. Into round 2 we go. Mike Tyson, the black shorts, a menacing figure.
Don't throw punches.
One on the break there from Tyson. So all lights set to red here for Pinklon Thomas. He knows he's in for a very tough night. Round 3 of the schedule 12, Mike Tyson, the undefeated WBC and WBA heavyweight champion against the former WBC champion, Pinklon Thomas. And Tyson, as you saw, very sweaty at the beginning of this. He knows this is a very big moment. One thing winning the championship, quite another keeping it. Well, once again, the crowd not enjoying the close quarter stuff here from these two men. Another big round for Tyson. So a bit of replay there for round 3. And I suspect the best chance really that Thomas has got as he lands a jab there is to actually try and catch Tyson coming forward. Round 5. Once again, it's Pinklon Thomas who wants to hold. And I don't really think any fighter with the nickname of Pink should be particularly feared in the heavyweight division, but Pinklon Thomas is not a bad boxer, given the opportunity. He's got a degree of power as well. But with Tyson closing the gap at every opportunity, of course, Thomas has got no chance of using it. I just don't think he's fit enough to box on the outside the way he should. And they follow it. Right hand there, high on the head from Pinklon Thomas as Tyson comes in with his head a wee bit too high. Going to round 6 then of the scheduled 12 rounder. And the undefeated reigning champion, Mike Tyson, against Pinklon Thomas. And Tyson came out very quickly for this round, didn't he? Oh, big sweeping left hook again from Tyson. And well, Pinklon Thomas now taking punches without reply here in round 6. He's in trouble. Beautiful work here from Tyson, and Thomas doesn't know where he is, except he's on the floor now in round 6. Well, the first knockdown of the fight, and Thomas badly hurt there. A succession of concussive punches from Mike Tyson. And he won't beat the count. And it's all over, so Pinklon Thomas then counted out in the act of rising. And the first man to commiserate with him looks to be Mike Tyson. Yes, looks like the form was borne out here as we watch a bit of replay here of the final punches, the onslaught from Tyson. Trevor Berbick, of course, outpointed Thomas unanimously. Berbick, in turn, was crushed in 2 rounds by Tyson. And once again, we see these crunching punches from the champion land on the jaw. And that is a pretty emphatic knockdown. And when Tyson's in full swing, very hard to stay out of his way. And Pinklon Thomas was just like a statue here, inviting the punches to the chin. A very satisfactory win, I think, for Tyson ultimately. As we see the action from the overhead camera. Excellent left hook to finish off the fight. But it was a culmination of very, very accurate punches that did it.
Number 9.
Entering the ring, wearing gold trunks with black trim and hailing from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He weighed in at 224 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with 20 wins, no losses, 2 no contests, with 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He is representing the long-time fighting family tradition. Please welcome the IBF #4 heavyweight contender and the current USBA heavyweight champion, introducing the undefeated Buster Mathis Jr. And his his opponent across the ring in the red corner, really needing no introduction the world over. Entering the ring wearing his traditional black trunks and fighting out of Catskill, New York. He weighed in at 219 pounds with a record of 42 wins, only 1 defeat, with 36 big wins coming by way of knockout. He is the youngest ever to win a heavyweight title and the last unified in the ring by beating the champions of the WBC, WBA, and IBF. Currently ranked the #1 contender and continuing his quest to regain his titles, please welcome the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the one, the only, Mike Tyson.
Walk around a fighter like Mike Tyson. Don't be intimidated.
And here we go, and Mathis just falling down, not being struck by Tyson, who himself missed on a left uppercut to begin things here.
He ran right at Mike Tyson, much like Peter McNeely did, which he thought was interesting. Said Mike didn't handle pressure too well. Well, this is interesting because that's like the lamb walking to the slaughter. He ran to the slaughter.
Well, he was surprised that Peter McNeely was able to back up on Mike Tyson, and that's what he's trying to do. Put him back on his heels. A fighter doesn't have as much power backing up.
Oh, and another missed uppercut by Mike Tyson.
Come on, get them hands loose.
One of the things that the strategy involved with Buster Mathis Jr. tonight, be defensive. And again, Tyson continues to miss. And missing again, and missing again.
And Mathis lands. It takes more out of a fighter to swing and miss than to swing and hit.
Step back. Yeah, his own body would have to stop the punch as opposed to the other body stopping it for him. And he said he was a good slipper. So far, he's lived up to it.
Mike was a bit wild in the Peter McNeely fight back in August. With Bobby Chaz and Sean O'Grady and James Brown, Kevin Harlan ringside at Philadelphia's Spectrum. We are through with round 1, and Buster Mathis has lasted.
Tyson is not sharp. Look at all these misses from him on the inside. Buster Mathis, there is a miss. Strike 1, strike 2. Buster Mathis doing a good job of rolling on that big belly that he has to try to avoid punches.
Here comes Tyson now, connecting with the left jab and coming with the right, and again, he is crowded by Mathis.
You notice that Mike this time, instead of coming out throwing hooks, which Buster can get under, came out jabbing, setting up the jab. Even a short man can be effective with the jab.
Mathis picked off some of Tyson's shots with his glove and made him miss with his movement. That slipping we talked about before. And again, Tyson coming and missing again with the left hook.
But swinging with a lot of power. Swinging and missing, Mike Tyson. Says that he is physically stronger now. Oh, low blow from Buster Mathis. Mathis had to do something to take away.
Tyson misses again with the left.
From the southpaw stand.
And he comes with the right.
And Mathis comes back. Game kid. Buster Mathis loves the uppercuts. There's his best punch. Watch on the inside. You turn your palm in and throw that uppercut. Both of them trading them.
Counter punch, and there's a body blow thrown with the heavy right by Mike Tyson.
Mathis says he has more power in the right hand than the left. His style is moving his head, slipping inside, fast hands with sharp punches.
See, this is one thing bigger, taller fighters can't do to Mike. Can't get under the ground. That was the right shot to the thigh.
On the hip bone. If you can hit your opponent on the hip bone and get away with it, he won't be able to walk as well. He'll notice that tomorrow.
He can wait till tomorrow. He has to last tonight.
Oh, he'll feel every punch tomorrow.
Oh, and there is a nice right uppercut. And then Tyson counters himself. Now exchanging blows.
Mike is still missing a lot of big shots. Big, clean shots that the big, tall guys don't get out of the way of. The little man seems to be able to.
Tyson again missing with the left.
Underneath.
Go to the third round. Non-stop action in this battle between two big heavyweights. And surprised that Buster Mathis Jr. has lasted into the third round against Mike Tyson.
I think he's got Mike a little mad now. Mike seems to have a little bit different attitude. He's got to work him behind the jab. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Mike Tyson's to step back and jab.
Yeah, they're telling him between rounds. Jay Bright saying 5, 6, 7 punch combinations behind the jab. Whoa.
Tyson missing twice with the right. Oh, and Mathis felt that right there, and again he plows into Tyson in the ropes.
Tyson said, no matter what happens tonight, trust me, I'm going to give you something special. Stop punching.
This here again by ducking.
Yeah, trying to get the angle is Tyson. Use that right-footed pivot, swing around on your opponent's side, and then crack.
Oh, he got a right uppercut, another right uppercut, and down goes Mathis.
See, he stepped back and did it again, stepped off and around, and ripped that uppercut to where Mathis was ducking right into it.
9, 10.
He didn't beat the count.
A devastating right uppercut, 2 of them by Mike Tyson, and he is knocked down Buster Mathis Jr.
Number 10.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. 12 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing his boxing trunks and weighing 238 1/4 pounds with a professional record of 24 victories, 15 by knockout, and only 1 defeat. From Cincinnati, Ohio, he is the second-ranked heavyweight in the world and a former heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Tony TNT Khan. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing the solid black trunks and weighing 216 1/4 pounds, from Catskill, New York, which is the hometown of the late great trainer of champions, Cus D'Amato. He brings a professional record of 33 victories without a loss, 29 KOs, including 25 KOs in 5 rounds or less, and 15 in the first round alone. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undisputed, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Okay, we're all set? All set. Go. Mercanti says they're all set, and there's the bell for round 1. Tubbs throws the jab, and Tyson responds in kind.
Go to your right, Greg.
A lot of fighters find it difficult to set Mike Tyson up because Mike now gives a lot of head movement.
All right, break. Nice, break, stop, break.
One of the big questions has been whether Tubbs would clinch and grab and simply try to survive with Tyson, as did Bone Crusher Smith and Mitch Green. For now, it does not look that way.
6-4.
Well, Tubbs stated that he would exchange punches with Tyson because the best way he felt to beat him was to be inside, throw short punches, combinations. And here he selected to do that. I don't necessarily agree with that, Jim, because what happens, Tyson, with his shorter arms and upper body strength, is able to do a great deal of damage to the midsection of his opponent. Watch for the left hook by Mike Tyson.
Tubbs trying to go downstairs to Tyson's body.
You see the left jab of Mike Tyson. He's starting to use it more consistently now. He found out that it gets a man into punching range.
And you can begin to see the startling hand quickness that Tubbs brings. Startling partially because of the shape of his body.
Well, here with Tubbs, the uppercut. I also noticed the uppercut of Mike Tyson. He's able to throw the same punch twice, under nose.
Tyson missed with the left hook. Earlier, he had landed a wicked right to the kidney.
Look for a looping right hand by Mike Tyson because that's the punch I see that Tubbs is vulnerable to. he keeps dropping that left hand.
1 minute to go in round one. Tubbs landed a left and ducked away effectively. One punch after the bell, and now Mike Tyson returns to his corner.
I thought Tubbs fought a very effective round. I gave him the round. He landed some hooks, and he went to the body as promised. Remember, he told us that nobody has gone to Mike Tyson's body so far.
The talking in Tubbs' corner was done by trainer Odell Hadley. So now Hadley and Rooney have had their minute, and round two begins.
Tubbs keeping that right hand up because of the left hook of Mike Tyson. But also, you notice now you see a much more relaxed Tony Tubbs. So now his punches are being more fluid.
Look at Tyson with the rapid-fire 3 jabs in a row. Something new within the past year.
Well, Tyson is starting to improve each time he steps into the ring. But what I see here in Tubbs is pretty much trying to get range so he can drop his right hand, because in his corner they told him to drop the right hand. The left hook lands, but he needs to come back with the right hand.
Coming up on a minute to go in round two. Tony Tubbs so far appears in no way intimidated by Tyson's fury, as have so many of his opponents.
Good left hook, good combination by Tubbs.
Open up.
You know, Tubbs just trying to gain respect, and I think he's done that.
Good left by Tyson. Tubbs reeled.
Those hands must be kept up higher. And again, like I stated earlier, Jim, I don't think it's a good idea to exchange punches with Tyson. Good body shot, but you need combinations now.
30 seconds left in the round. Both fighters have had their say here.
I couldn't tell whether or not the punch hurt.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly. It was a left hook.
And it's over. Odell Hadley has jumped in the ring. The fight is over.
With stunning swiftness.
And the fans are enjoying. They're showing their appreciation here.
Remarkable. The tide of this fight changed within 15 or 20 seconds.
Well, that's what a great puncher can do. The boxer is thinking all the time, and the puncher is punching all the time. The only thing I can say now is that if you thought that whale hunting was outlawed in Japan, we just saw that Mike Tyson hadn't heard about it.
And Ray Leonard, let's take a look back at the left hands which did the damage.
Well, Tyson now starting to find his range. That left hook there pretty much spoke for itself. It's self-explanatory because it was a short and powerful left hook that put Tony Tubbs down. And here Mike still showing that he is a good finisher.
Tubbs had already been reeling a bit before that point as the result of a short right against the ropes.
What was happening actually was that Tyson was wearing down Tubbs because Tubbs tried to stay inside and fight Mike Tyson's fight, which I thought was a mistake. Once again, that's short left hook. And for those that say Mike is not really a one-punch knockouter, I think they need to look at some films again. Mike has enormous strength and great upper body power.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the official time. 2 minutes, 54 seconds of the second round. The winner by knockout victory. Now 34 consecutive victories. Still the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.